Hey, what's up everybody? Destroyer here, back with another cast of Battlefield Manila 2. So I'll be looking at a replay of a game I played, but I didn't make a live commentary of. So this is a 2v2 on Harad. And let's see what we got here. We got the Destroy as goblins, which is me. And we have my partner, Elliot. I believe he's my partner in this one, right? Yep. Alright, my partner Elliot is the men of the West. And then the opposing team, the elves, we have Jose Linux as, I already said elves, and his partner is elf as well, which is Lady Galadriel. Ah, yes, that's right. Alright, so we have 2 elves versus a man and a goblin, so that should be interesting. I'd say immediately the elves are at a disadvantage, because I hate elves, but they're pretty good. You just gotta play them correctly. Looks like Linux is going with some Lorien archers there. And the barracks getting a few trees out. And Galadriel is getting a few trees as well. Not getting a barracks quite yet. Full on economy. My partner Elliot is going with a barracks. Possibly getting a hero, or possibly already gotten a hero. Yeah, he got Aragorn. So this is a 4K game, as you may know or notice, because Aragorn is on the field. Well, normally I wouldn't keep Aragorn in an aggressive stance, but against some Goblin Warriors, not too much of a big deal, I guess. I'm opening with a couple Goblin Caves. I do have the Cave Bats, so I can actually see this far, which is quite useful. You can see most of the map here. I can actually see the doorstep of his troop production structures. So, I'll know what's coming. So I'd always recommend in like a nice 2v2 map or something, you should, if you have that vision power, you should probably get that, if you're able to. So we have Glorfindel and... is that Galadriel? Not Galadriel. Arwen. So Glorfindel and... Arwen. I'm having trouble saying her name for some reason. The 2 mounted elven heroes, so they can potentially go around destroying farms. Not a bad choice. And Arwen can be useful, especially against goblins, I'd say. Although he won't be directly facing goblins because I'm on the other side of the map, but you know, it could happen. Some Lorien warriors coming across the field. Looks like we have a big blob of blue on the map here. Some elven archers and Mithlond sentries to protect them from cavalry. I do have some goblin warriors. I can see these Lorien warriors coming, of course, because I have the Cave Bats. So I'll definitely know they're coming, although Lorien Warrior is definitely stronger than Goblin Warriors, as you see there. Poison Blades do help. Did he just use heal? Or are they just healing? No, he didn't use heal. He actually bought a Farsight, and he used it somewhere. Well, it's on cooldown. It's off of cooldown at this point. So he did use it. Lady Galadriel hasn't bought any powers yet. I have the Cave Bats as a power, and my partner has heal because he has...
We bring spears from Mithlond.
The unkillable man himself, Mr. Aragorn. So, he shouldn't have too much to worry there. I have Gorekill now. Looks like I've opted to go with Gorekill and Goblin Warriors as my start. Also, capturing the inn. There is 2 inns on this map. There's one there, and there is one over here. And the goblins are able to build Wildman and Dunland from the inns, which are quite nice. Looks like I will manage to fend off these Lorien Warriors a bit. I'll be losing a bunch, though. I did lose another tunnel there. I'm not sure if I lost a tunnel before that. I do have some Goblin Warrior archers as well. In patch 1.06, they're not very good, but, you know, they're better than nothing. So, I'll at least have enough to fend him off. He does have a Haldir, useful in itself. Probably one of my least favorite elven heroes, if I'm perfectly honest, but he's not bad by any means. We do have some Rivendell Lancers here. These swordsmen may be in a bit of trouble. They don't have shield wall formation at the start in this patch, so they won't be tanky if they're getting trampled. But it looks like they will be quickly picked off by this elven army, also taking flanking damage because they're running away. So they'll be killed extra quick. And that is that. End of them. I'm taking this Goblin Cave down, trying to get the resources and power points. I think you can get like 1 power point off of that. Or whatever. I'm trying to knock it down, I think, so I can have Gorkill finished off. Gorkill does get a level off that tree. He is level 4 now. So he does have leadership. Looks like I actually just decided to destroy it. Oh yeah, actually, in this patch you get the levels from getting the gold. I always forget that. Different patches are different. Some you get the levels for actually destroying the layer itself, some you get for collecting the gold. So things that happen differently. But we have a elephant attack pushing down on my base here. Looks like Linux will actually... No, he is regrouping. He's got some Rivendell Lancers about to come through and trample the crap out of my guys here. Not ideal for me, for certain. I'm going on a spiderling expansion just to keep my things safe. I also have one in the back to try and keep the buildings in the back safe. Looks like those Rivendell Lancers are slaughtered there by the Wildmen and maybe Gorkill. And it looks like Aragorn is coming across to help me out. Haldir not much of the having much chance here. I do have Spider Riders now, sending all these Lorien Archers flying. Lorien Archers, I mean. And that is very, very bad news for Linux. As he's completely got obliterated there. A very large cavalry army led by Arwen there. Potentially have been doing a bit of damage to the men, but not too much. My partner Elliot having 2 battalions of Rohirrim now, as well as a Boromir out in the field. Only level 1 though. But he has a couple tower guards guarding him as well, so he'll be just fine against the cavalry army. And he has Aragorn helping me push forward. He'll be going there by himself though. He does have level 4, so he has leadership as well, and he also has Blade Master, which is extremely nice. Haldir not going to be able to stop that for certain if they go to attack. And we're going after the farm resource buildings. You can cut off your opponent's economy. You're definitely going to have an easier time of taking out their base, as there will be less troops. They can't afford to buy any. It's just kind of logic there, but it is definitely good logic to keep in mind. And it doesn't look like I have a fissure or anything yet. I am getting my farms back out in the field. And the goblins are, my goblins are now engaging these elf troops here. Easily being picked off, as Goblin Warriors are not very strong. Though I am going around his base, destroying farms with my Spider Riders and my Gorkill. There are some upgraded Lorien Rivendell Lancers there, though. Deciding not to help, but to go over here and engage this, even though these are all pikes, so really you can't do much about that anyway. But he has sent his troops over that way nonetheless. But he's sending some after these Spider Riders. I have Spider Riders over here as well with my Gorkill, continuing to push on the farms. So I'm crippling the economy. Let's take a look at his command point limit. I actually have Wildman now. I have 625 command point limit. Lady Galadriel has 550.
We bring spears from Mithlond.
Just now using heal on her Galadriel. These elves only have 475 command point limit. They do have a int moot, and they're actually getting a quick int here. I'm not quite sure what the idea of that is, as they're not really in a position to use ents, I feel. And it looks like I'm trying to fend off some Rivendell Lancers here, my Spider Riders and Warriors. And what does the men have power-wise? He says heal. Okay. So we'll see where I summon my Wildmen at some point, no doubt. Probably in the middle of the archer line. That is the best place to summon Wildmen and Dunlin sometimes, as they won't really be able to stop you from killing them. And yep, there goes Wildmen and Dunlin. That is going to be extremely destructive. You completely slaughter these Lorien archers. And the cave bats also lowering their armor. So they will be taking massive amount of damage, and my army should clean up here. Spider Riders easily cleaning up. Actually, Gorkill has the Poison Sting. Looks like I hit Mr. Legolas with it. And Legolas is going to go down there. It's unfortunate. So here I'm continuing to engage these Rivendell Lancers. They don't have the armor upgrades or the weapon upgrades, but they don't have weapon upgrades either. although the elves do have the armor upgrades, which is kind of needed because Rivendell Lancers have weaker armor. Getting a good trample on some Lorien archers there. Looks like Aragorn and Boromir still pushing forward quite nicely there. I'm also pushing forward quite nicely as well. Haldir being forced to retreat. Just too many guys here. These arrow towers are proving quite an annoyance. I need to get my Gorka out of there. Possibly going to get killed by the arrow towers. Ooh, barely getting away there. He does have an Ent though, so that possibly could come into play. This Haldir's very hurt. If only I had something to finish him off. Let's go back up here. And you see Elliot is cleaning up Lady Galadriel's base pretty well, actually. As you might imagine. Blade Master needs to be used here. There he goes. I'm trying to use it for him. That's physically impossible from the point. Elrond was just slaughtering these heroes. And at level, what was that, 2 or 3, building goes down there. And things are looking very bad for Lady Galadriel. Arwen goes down as well. And it's only a matter of time for that fortress follow suit. Sounds like Haldir has died as well. So all the defensive of the elves over here in the northeast are dead. And this fortress will go down. Looks like an army in the bottom is about to clash. As there is blue elves pushing forward with an Ent here. And I am on the defense. Lady Galadriel has been defeated up here. So no more elf team up on top. So now it's 2-on-1. Obviously a good thing for us. And this Ent will begin smashing my structures. I do have a cave troll with a stick here. A very effective weapon of war indeed. Especially against elves, I feel. Even against pikemen in this patch, these cave trolls are very strong. I think cave trolls are a bit too strong in patch 1.06, to be honest. But you might as well use them if you have them. So it is actually quickly dispatched by the Ent, though. Pikemen. Almost Haldir. Half troll marauders, though. A lot of goblin warriors and some hillmen there. Wildmen of Dunland, even. Then my partner will be pushing forward towards the enemy base, destroying Mallow trees on the way. It is only a matter of time before Linux is dead, as 2-on-1 is very hard to deal with. The Men of the West would be hard to deal with in general, just because their heroes are so strong. And my army is quickly gathering strength as well. So eventually he probably would have been overpowered by the masses of goblins. As goblins, once they get going, they're very hard to stop, I feel. Goblins are probably the best team for a late game. Sometimes even early game. But Mordor is probably one of the better late game teams as well. And let's see the destructive power of this cave troll. And there you go. Lots of 5s coming up because I do have Scavenger. Let's see the powers real quick. The power I have Scavenger. The elves have the forest. What it's called. What is it called? Elvenwood, of course. And we have Arrow Volley for my partner there. And yeah, things are looking pretty bad. Let's look at the economy actually of the elves. It's down to 450 command points as a max. As where I can hold 675, my partner's 750, so definitely we have the advantage there. You can imagine. Also being 2-on-1, we have twice the amount of troops. So once your partner's knocked out, you're pretty much done. Here I actually have upgraded blades as well. We begin making short work of this elven fortress here. We are approaching the end of this game, it looks like. That structure gone. There you go. Linux has been defeated. So yeah, well played to those guys. Well played to my partner Elliot there. We did pretty good there, I think. Yeah, good game. So I hope you guys enjoyed that, and I will see you in the next cast of Battlefield 2. See you next time.